Alright, so now I just want to go over page number 6 with you so that you're clear. So these notes you already took in class, but just to review. Aluminum, that's the name of the element. 13 is the atomic number. It also tells us the number of protons and the number of electrons. Okay, because we have to have the same amount of positive charge as negative charge. The Al is the symbol. So what you will be doing eventually is memorizing some symbols and names, because those are the ones that we use a lot of the time. The 26.982, that's the atomic mass. Okay, so using the atomic number, that will give us protons and electrons, because it's the same. 13, 13. So to figure out neutrons, what we have to do is round this to the nearest whole number, which is 27. And then we subtract the number of protons, and that gives us 14 neutrons. So there is an example for you. So, as I said, I'm going to zoom in so I can write this. The atomic number is in the periodic table, okay? So, the number of protons is the same as the atomic number. Oh. Sorry, it's hard to read. Let me do that again. The number of protons is the same as the atomic number. The number of electrons is also the same as the atomic number, because protons are positive, electrons are negative, and we want the charge to be 0. To figure out neutrons, you do the mass number minus the atomic number. Okay, so the mass number is the number of protons plus neutrons, and the atomic mass you read from the table. Okay, so I'm going to go over the ones that you had to do for homework. So for number 1, you have to find B on your periodic table. Its atomic number is 5, so that means it has 5 protons, 5 electrons. The mass number is the number of protons plus neutrons. 5 plus 6 is 11. And the atomic mass read from the periodic table is 10.8. The next one, it gives you the atomic number, so you have to find the element with the atomic number 11. The symbol is Na, that is sodium. So if the atomic number is 11, that means it has 11 protons, 11 electrons. It gives us the mass number of 24, so to figure out how many neutrons, we do 24 minus 11, which is the atomic number. 24 minus 11 is 13. And the atomic mass of sodium is 22.99. Alright, next it gives us number of protons. What is the number of protons same as? Atomic number. So 31. So I'm looking for number 31. I see that the symbol for that is Ga, that's gallium. Since it's number 31, it has 31 protons, also has 31 electrons. For the mass number, I add the protons plus the neutrons, so 31 plus 37. I'll give you time if you need to type that into your calculator. It is 68. And the mass number of gallium is, or the atomic mass on the table, it is 69.7. So what we'll learn about later is why sometimes is the mass number that we calculated different than the atomic mass. That will be after we finish doing all this excitement. Alright, now the next one is a little difficult because it gives you electrons. So you have to think electrons are the same as what? They are the same as protons, which is the same as the atomic number. So I have to find number 39. It's a fun one. It is Y, element Y, which is yttrium. So it also gives us the mass number. The mass number is 89. To figure out neutrons, we do 89 minus the number of protons. So that is giving us 50 neutrons. And then the atomic mass from the table says 88.9. Alright, so this one, it just tells us number of neutrons and the atomic mass. So you kind of have to scour your periodic table to figure this one out. Which one is 65, or sorry, which one is 63.5? So the one that is 63.5 is copper, our favorite element. Well, it's one of my favorites anyway. So copper has 29 protons. Its atomic number is 29, so that's the number of protons and electrons. And then to figure out the mass number, we add 29 and 35. So if you want to do that on your calculator, I would right now. Let's see, calculator. You add 29 and 35, and you get 64 for the mass number. Okay, two more. So protons, 43. That means its atomic number is... You got it. It is 43. Okay, that is also the same as the number of electrons. So, let's look for number 43. Number 43 is TC, technetium. That is the lightest radioactive element. It's exciting. Most of them are a lot heavier. And the reason why it's radioactive is because it has so many neutrons that the element is very unstable. So, to figure out how many neutrons, we have to do 100 minus 43, and that gives us 57. So 57 neutrons compared to 43 protons makes this nucleus want to break apart because it's just too big for its size. Anyway, so the mass number, it says is 100. The atomic mass of technetium is 98. Alright, and the last one, PB. You may say it's peanut butter, but it's not. It is actually lead. Why is it PB? Because in a different language, that is how you say lead. Alright, so as we talked about, a lot of people from, Greece, Germany, England, Rome, France, they were the ones that discovered a lot of the elements, and so that's why the periodic table, a lot of the elements have symbols that don't match because they came from somebody's, whoever culture, whoever developed it. So anyway, PB is number 82. 82. So that means it has 82 protons, 82 electrons. So, number of neutrons, we have to figure out. So 207 minus 82. I'm going to do this on my calculator so I don't mess it up. So 207 minus 82 gives me 125. Okay? And it says, what is the atomic mass from the table? That is 207.2. So as you can see, as we go up in atomic number, the number of protons and neutrons changes. They don't always match. With smaller atoms, they're usually pretty similar, but as you go up in size, there are usually more neutrons than protons to keep the element stable. All right, so you guys are going to do the rest on your own, and then after, I would say about 20 minutes, then you can get the answers. And then we are going to do notes on isotopes.